I'm going to show you how to thread a vintage Singer sewing machine. This one is a hand crank, but you can also get very similar styles with treadle machine and also electric machine, but they all thread in a very similar way. I'll be showing you how to thread the top thread, but also how to fill the bobbin and place the bobbin into the bobbin holder in the base of the machine. So this is my vintage Singer sewing machine. I've had this a very long time, since I was 9 years old. I was very happy that Christmas, not going to lie. But this is a hand crank machine. So to turn it so it's sewing, because it's currently locked at the moment, I need to turn the machine. So this is it in its locked position. And simply all you have to do is to release this handle and then push it and click into place here. And now this machine will quite happily turn round. So the bobbins in this machine, they are metal ones. You can get plastic Singer ones as well. But can you see the small hole here? There's one on that side and there's one on the other side as well. That is going to help us with threading the bobbin. So I'll show you how. First of all, I've got the thread on the top of the machine. I want to loop it around this first loop here. And then from the inside of the bobbin, thread the thread through one of those holes. There we go, and hold on to it. And next we need to go over to this contraption here. All looks a bit scary, but it's quite simple really. I just want to alert you to this piece here. And can you see just here, there is a little tiny bit that's sticking out. That is where we're going to put the hole on the other side of the bobbin. So I have my bobbin and the hole here. I just need to get that onto this prong here. So I'll hold the thread out of the way and make sure that goes on there. There we are. So that's in. And now this thread, see this hook part here, you need to hook it over there through the centre. And then there's another little hook here that I can hook that onto. And hopefully he'll stay there. There we go. And then holding these two threads so they don't move anywhere, there's another hook here. And I just need to hook this thread over that. That's to give it tension as it's winding up. Okay, and the next thing to do, so it doesn't move around, is this whole section here will push forward and this part here will click to hold it in place. So I'm just going to push it in and that clicked in. So now that's in place. Now to wind the bobbin, I'm going to hold the spare end here and then turn the handle a few times just to get things started. I think you can see there with my machine that there's some thread on the bobbin. So now what I can do is just snip this a bit closer to the bobbin so I've not got a big tail. And if I continue winding the bobbin, you can see that this arm here is gradually going from side to side of the bobbin. I'm going quite slowly here, but you can go a bit quicker there. And that is filling up the bobbin. It will automatically stop when it's full. It won't let you wind anymore. And once you've finished, you can just release and take the bobbin off here. So I'll snip the thread and take the bobbin off. And now we've got some thread wound onto a bobbin ready to go into the bottom of the machine. So the bobbin, you need the thread to be winding from the left. And then the bobbin itself pops into the bobbin holder. There is a little space here for the thread to go in and the thread to come out here. Two little marks here and here. So the thread goes in that one there and then just guide it so it comes through this one and it's in place. Before we start threading the top thread, we need to make sure that the needle is in the upright position. So it might be down like this, but you need to make sure that it goes into the upright and as high as it will go. When you're turning the needle, you'll notice this part here goes up and down with the needle. You need to make sure that the needle is upright, ready for threading. So we'll leave that there. I've got my thread. I'm going to pop that on the holder at the top and pull the thread across. The first area that the thread needs to go through is this little hook here. So we'll hook it around. And then there's the tension discs, and there's 2 discs here. So from the right hand side, we'll go through the middle of those discs, up, and then there's a little springy thing here, up, and just make sure that the thread goes around that. Because the next part is a hook here that the thread goes underneath. Then it goes up, and this one we just looked at then with the needle going up and down, it's got a hole in it. So right to left, we put the thread through there, and then we'll go down to the side. The next area to go is this hook here. So just push that around that hook. And the last little hook is one here. So the thread goes through there like so. And now we're ready to put the thread through the eye of the needle, left to right. We need to bring the bobbin thread up through the little hole under the foot. And to do that, I'm going to hold this top thread just so it doesn't go awry. Turn the handle on my machine. You can just see the thread here collecting that thread underneath, and it will bring that up through the bottom. So now we've got the bobbin thread coming at the bottom, and we're ready to sew. If ever you need to change the bobbin, which I'm sure you will with your sewing, an easy way to get the bobbin out, there's a little button here that you press, and that lifts the bobbin up so that you can get the bobbin out. I hope you found this video enjoyable but also very useful for you. If so, please click the thumbs up and feel happy to subscribe for more information on sewing and knitting and hopefully inspiration for you going forward.